Welcome back. An absolutely beautiful day again. I've been saying that a lot lately, and I think I'm going to say it a lot more as we go through the next week or so. Now, we'll mix in some cooler, breezier days, but 52, 46, and 58 in your first forecast. Do watch for some areas of low clouds and maybe fog to kind of redevelop as we head into tonight. Not as bad as what we had last night, but we'll talk about it here in a second. After today, we're going to start to cool back down closer to normal. Be more seasonable, but still a little bit above average. And most of us are staying dry. And then next week, we just might be able to warm up again and get those highs back well above average. This is Ord right now with our NTV Viera Wireless Camera Network. Again, it has been a day where most of us saw temps soar into the 70s. Up around Ord, Broken Bow, you broke out into the sunshine much later. So Ord, you're sitting at around 59. Right now. You've got 57 in Broken Bow. Even Lexington's at 59. Then all of a sudden you start looking across the map, 68 in Imperial, 69 in Hastings and Hebron. So yeah, those clouds and a little bit of a cool front moving in, making a big impact. You'll notice we've got a south-southeast wind, only about 5 to 10 central areas. But that wind's starting to turn out of the north in Thetford and Ainsworth and North Platte as this boundary is starting to move through. So as we look at kind of some of these lower clouds that are still kind of hanging on in some areas, that's why I'm a little concerned that as we head into tonight and that temp starts to drop, we may see a return to those overcast skies, the low clouds, maybe some fog as well. And that could happen pretty quickly once we get to about 11, midnight. So don't be shocked if we see that. But I don't think it holds on as long because this front's going to sweep that out. And the winds are going to pick up during the day tomorrow, so that should move out that low-level moisture. Now, we may see some light showers in the northwest part of our viewing area tomorrow. I don't think that amounts to much of anything. In fact, I think the winds are the bigger story, and skies will actually start to clear out as we get into tomorrow afternoon. It's just going to be a little cooler than what we had out there today for sure. 45 for the low tonight, a very mild night by November standards. And watch for those clouds and yes, some fog to move in during the overnight hours, but very well could be swept away already by tomorrow morning, and a high of 59 as we get into your Wednesday. It will be a little windy, but clouds should thin out in the afternoon. And tomorrow night around 30. Now that's going to feel pretty chilly compared to where we've been lately. It's also about normal, though, for overnight lows this time of year. So you're checking in tonight. Notice the range out west and to the north, it's upper 30s to near 40 degrees. Meanwhile, Lincoln, Beatrice, you might barely make it into the 40s for overnight lows. And then highs tomorrow, we're going to start to come down. 50s in a lot of areas, 55 in Broken Bow, 57 McCook, about 64 still in Lincoln. And we've got a string of 50s on the way. That'll take us kind of into the start of the weekend. And then suddenly right back into the 60s and could be 65 on Tuesday. Saturday's a day to watch. We might be sneaking in a little bit of rain that could move in during the afternoon hours. So we'll be tracking that as we go through the rest of the week. But overall, looking good.
Today, best day ever.
It was insane. We were out on a walk this morning. It was 10 o'clock. It was completely overcast. By the time we got done, it was hot almost.
Even then,